Hey everybody, it's Mama OG. I am back with another reaction. Today I have another donation request from Arthur. Arthur, as always, thank you so much. He's asked me to listen to another song by Susanne Sundfør. This is White Foxes. He asked me to listen to the live version from the 2012 Nobel Peace Prize concert. Before we get started, if you would like to request a reaction, you can do so via a donation link in the description. Send along the information of the song you'd like me to hear, and I will add it to my list. I also take notes during my reactions, so if you see me looking down, I'm just writing down a couple things so that I can remember what I want to talk about. I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and take a listen. I just want to hear that chorus again. I love the descending, and she says white foxes. I love that, the way the notes descend. I don't know how to properly say these things. Hold on, I'm sorry. I think I missed part of it. That key change. It's a very cool piano she's playing. I'm sorry, I have to pause it. That part gave me chills. I've been feeling this build up a little bit throughout. Like she started off soft, and then that last verse into the chorus, she kind of opened up and started using a full voice. And then just even the music built up right there, and I was expecting like an explosion, but instead she just went back to a calmer part. I don't know how else to explain it, but I do want to hear that again. You gave me my very first gun. She's opening up here. There she goes. That was amazing. So that was the first time I've ever seen her live or watched her perform live. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the lyrics in just a minute. But before I do that, I'd like to go ahead and talk about what I did get. Her voice in this one was really haunting. It felt a bit restrained, like I talked about in the beginning. And then by the second chorus, I felt her kind of opening up a little more and using her full voice. And the intensity also built over the song. And that after that second chorus was the part I expected, like a big, I don't want to say explosion, but almost kind of, I was looking for some relief from the intensity, and it came in the most amazing kind of subdued drop, which was remarkable because I was expecting something a little different. I felt like the softness and the restraint in her voice early on kind of was part of the power of this song. I talked about this intensity growing, but that softness kind of was like a setup for where the intensity went. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Sometimes I sit here and I think of things that I feel in the moment, and I jot them down. And then when I go and try to explain it, I'm like, is anybody going to even understand what I'm trying to say? As far as the lyrics go, I caught a couple of things that stood out. Something about her heart made of glass, which tells me there's a vulnerability in the song, in the lyrics. And then at the chorus, she said, "You gave me my first gun." And then it went on to say something about white foxes. I'm sure I'll get a better idea when I read through the lyrics. That was an incredibly cool piano that she was playing on. And near the end, I kind of caught the fact that there was many keyboards and synthesizers that were being played on stage. And I think one of the standout things musically for me was that underlying synth bass that came through. And then you had that bass drum. Now, I know there was a live drummer, but the bass that I'm talking about is more of like a drum machine bass. But there was always this underlying synth bass that was quite nice. Again, her voice, it's so clean, but the way she uses her vibrato and the control she has over it is just different. Sometimes it's really slow and deliberate, and then sometimes it's normal, and sometimes she doesn't have any at all. Vibrato is something that fascinates me, and when I find somebody who manipulates it, it just kind of adds to the emotion of the song for me. And the songs that I've heard from her, she's done that in all of them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and look up the lyrics. Now, this first verse I did catch. I heard this. Poses, poses, that's all that you are to me. Roses, roses, that's all that you're offering me. And oh, I wish to God that the earth would turn cold, and my heart would forget it's made of glass, and all the pretty tulips would disappear and never disturb me again. You gave me my very first gun. I'll go out and hunt the hidden dome with white foxes. With white foxes. Okay, so this second verse here, she's kind of wishing for some numbness. Everything that's warm and good, she wants to disappear. And she uses never disturb me again, which I find intriguing. You know, she wants the earth to be cold instead of warm. She mentions that her heart is vulnerable. And then she says, pretty tulips, she wants them to go away and never disturb her again. It almost seems like she's trying to say that those good things are kind of just a setup, because her heart usually gets broken. So that's an incredible verse there. You gave me my very first gun. I'll go out and hunt the hidden dome. But she says she's hunting with white foxes, not hunting white foxes. Not sure what to make of that. You gave me my very first gun. I wonder if that's a metaphor for like ammunition or heartbreak. Like you were the first one to hurt me and make me want to go out and take that out on somebody else, maybe. I'm not sure. Freeze. Hunger, hunger is the purest sin. It's an empty church in a crowded bin. I've wept and I've stumbled. I fought and I craved for the gravy of your soul. That's a pretty powerful line. Gravy is the good stuff. Like, food-wise, gravy is great on many things. It's rich, it's thick, it's heavy. So when you're talking about somebody's soul, that's quite descriptive. But all I want to do now is walk among the barren trees and fields of snow. That lends also to wanting the tulips to go away and the earth to turn cold. She's looking for like a numbness. And the chorus repeats. And then it's freeze, freeze. That might be where that kind of calm drop happened. So I remember it being right after the second chorus. My eyes, my sanctuary. Okay, so there's mention of flowers throughout the song. Roses in the beginning. I mean, by poses and poses, that's like fakeness to me. That's all you are to me. Roses and roses is all you're offering me. I wish the earth would turn cold. So she keeps mentioning like coldness and freeze, and white foxes are where, you know, in nature, they hang out in some very cold places. I just am not sure what I'll go out and hunt the hidden dome. Maybe it's just somewhere out in nature. At the end, she says, my eye is my sanctuary. Maybe she's talking about like her inner eye or even her instinct, because she only mentions one. It could just be like my third eye, or my instinct is my sanctuary, which I can kind of relate to that. Obviously, the song is about experiencing a heartbreak in a relationship. Maybe it was like the first person she ever fell in love with. And it's the "you gave me my very first gun" that's making me think that might be about like a first real love relationship. I'm sure that you guys will fill me in. There's some incredible writing here. Just the words that she chooses to kind of paint a picture is amazing. I absolutely love that about this song. Okay, there is an about section. I'm going to go ahead and read that. She's spoken about the song. It's a love song. It's basically about wanting to be peaceful. And to me, the most idyllic place to cleanse yourself is in the middle of nowhere, where the only thing you can see is snow and white foxes. I just think it's a nice image. Yeah, when she was saying out in the dome, all I want to do is walk among the barren trees and fields of snow. That also indicates a coldness, but nature. I know Susanne is from Norway, and I'm finding that a lot of artists from there appreciate nature. Let me know if that is the case with her, if she sings about it a lot, kind of like Aurora does. And also let me know if I should go ahead and listen to the studio version of this. That was an amazing performance. It was fun to finally lay eyes on her during a performance. I'm probably going to have to watch some more live performances of her so that I can kind of focus a little bit more on her expressions and such. That camera was kind of angled at her side view the whole time. You know, normally I do watch people physically quite a bit when they perform, but that wasn't one of the focuses of this reaction for whatever reason. Arthur, thank you so much for putting this in front of me. I really appreciate you for it. Thanks to everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.
Behave. Good dog.